This matchup will not be for the weak in heart. It is no holds barred. 1 year in the making. Randy Orton, Matt Riddle for the WWE Championship. Tonight's main event is the next chapter in a story that began all the way back on March 14th of 2022. The two former members of RK Bro have been on a collision course for weeks, trying to get the upper hand on the other. This is all due to their storied history of heartbreak and betrayal. It was last spring when Randy Orton looked to eliminate his tag team partner from in-ring competition for good. Although the Viper thought he came away from this heinous parking lot assault unscathed, the truth always comes back around. Matt Riddle wanted vengeance on the man he once called his best friend, and although Orton wanted to put Riddle in his rearview mirror, he gave the bro one chance to get his wish. Orton promised this was the only opportunity Riddle would have, and after Extreme Rules, he was done with Riddle for good. The two men fought all around Seattle back on August the 7th of last year. Riddle gave Randy Orton all he had, but that night showed to be the true final nail in the coffin on the once tag team champions. Orton had beaten his former friend to a pulp and never looked back. The apex predator set out to hunt new prey, and in doing so, found himself as the top challenger for the WWE Championship. He obtained the gold in a brutalizing war against Edge inside Hell in a Cell. As Orton was once again becoming the face of Raw, it took Matt Riddle months to find his footing again. A rough season of fall for the original bro, however, may have just been what he needed to get his mojo back. Riddle entered the 2023 Royal Rumble match on January 1st, drawing number 27. Riddle made it down to the final few men and ultimately found himself the last man standing. This was the golden ticket Riddle needed, not only for a chance to become the WWE Champion, but for one more fight with a familiar foe. After Orton had retained his WWE title against RVD at Elimination Chamber, Riddle saw an opportunity to get his hands on the Viper for the first time since August. A message was sent that night in Anaheim. However, Riddle's road to WrestleMania was only just beginning. A former champion, desperate for a spot on the show of shows, took advantage of Riddle's aggression and willingness to fight and challenged the bro to a matchup with his WrestleMania main event on the line. Austin Theory came so close to spoiling the dreams of Riddle, but ultimately Matt Riddle dug down deep, reminded himself of what was at stake, and overcame the all-day superstar. Randy Orton looked to return the Elimination Chamber favor, ambushed Riddle, and left him laying in a pool of his own blood after 3 vicious RKOs. For weeks, the champion and challenger have taken every opportunity to beat each other senseless, so much so that it was obvious the rules of a regular wrestling match couldn't handle the animosity between these two superstars. Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton will now be contested under no rules, no restrictions, and absolutely no holds barred. After nearly a year of unsettled issues, WWE's Apex Predator and the original Bro will finally do battle once more. The Royal Rumble match winner, Matt Riddle, who not only finds himself with a golden opportunity to leave the showcase of the Immortals holding the richest prize in our industry, but also has a chance to finally get the payback he's been searching for. The WWE Champion, Randy Orton, a sick, twisted, and cold-hearted individual who has not seen defeat in 223 days. This all started when Orton wanted to rid himself of his tag team partner, but everything always comes back around. Will Randy Orton finally end this all-out war versus Matt Riddle, or will the Royal Rumble winner seize the day and walk away with his first ever WWE Championship? Two men whose story began nearly 1 year ago finally meet once more in the main event of WrestleMania. The biggest show of the year, the biggest fight of the year, a deserving challenger, a dominating champion, bound by only the thoughts in their mind. What will happen when it's no holds barred? We find out right now!
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the WWE Championship.
It is main event time! WrestleMania Sunday! Sunday night, February 26, 2023. No holds barred! Put the kids to bed early. This one will not be for the weak in heart. 1 year in the making. This man, the original bro, Matt Riddle, will finally get his hands on the Apex Predator, Randy Orton, from bell to bell. But as you can see, Riddle has a target, plain and simple. After the RKO through the announce table this past Monday night on Raw, Riddle's ribs are taped up. 2 sledgehammer shots to the ribs, plus the RKO. Riddle is not 100% coming into WrestleMania, but nothing, and I mean nothing, will stop this man who is more motivated than ever than walking into Tampa Bay and kicking Randy Orton's ass. And the mood just changed. He has not been defeated in 223 days. His last loss came on July 13th to Austin Theory, the night Matt Riddle returned from injury, revealed that Randy Orton was the one who put him on the shelf and cost him the victory on that night. It was May 23rd of last year in Austin, Texas, when Matt Riddle was found knocked out cold in the parking garage, which we would find was the actions of this man. And through all this time, dominating Monday Night Raw, becoming the WWE Champion, listen to the who's who of superstars Randy Orton has defeated. This past Monday Night on Raw, won by disqualification over Pete Dunne thanks to Matt Riddle. He owns victories over Cedric Alexander, Rob Van Dam, Dominic Dijakovic, AJ Styles, Damian Priest, Austin Theory, R-Truth, Mustafa Ali, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, defeating Edge for that gold at Survivor Series, and then of course the victory all the way back on August the 7th of last year at Extreme Rules over Matt Riddle. That is an insane resume of superstars who have stepped up and got stepped on by the Apex Predator. But tonight is where it matters most, and it's all about this moment at WrestleMania.
Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds, Riddle. And introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton!
The time has come. The moment is now. It is main event time here at WrestleMania. The 2023 Royal Rumble match winner, Matt Riddle. The WWE Champion, Randy Orton. 2 former best friends collide for the richest prize in the industry. No rules, no restrictions. One fall to a finish. Here we go at WrestleMania Sunday. This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Riddle has been wanting to get his hands on Randy Orton once again ever since they collided for the first time back on August the 7th of last year. But really, you could say Riddle's been waiting for this moment since May 23rd in Austin, Texas, when Randy Orton put him on the shelf. I'm fired up tonight, and I gotta be a little bit biased here after everything Matt Riddle's been put through by that dastardly son of a bitch, Randy Orton. I gotta be pulling for the Royal Rumble match winner. But you can never bet against the Apex Predator. I read you the resume of Randy Orton, of all the opponents he's defeated since stabbing Matt Riddle in the back. And it is a who's who of superstars. And Riddle, who has got Orton down right now, has already got to be feeling those taped ribs. He's coming in with a target, an X on his back, and Randy Orton at some point, I'm sure, is going to look to inflict more damage on the already injured ribs of Matt Riddle. But Riddle does not give a damn. He will drag a dead carcass into this matchup if it meant getting his hands on Randy Orton tonight. Riddle's gonna keep fighting till he can't fight anymore. And wait a minute, we are just getting this thing underway, and Riddle's clearing off the announce table. Again, it was this past Monday night on Raw. Riddle taking the fight to Randy Orton, causing a disqualification in his match with Pete Dunne. But unfortunately, things did not go the way of the original Bro, as Randy Orton used a sledgehammer to the gut on Matt Riddle. Not once, but twice, and then followed it up with an RKO through the announce table. The reason Riddle is not coming in at 100% tonight, and look out below! Drop kick sends the #1 contender down to the floor. This is going to be a street fight, ladies and gentlemen. Do not expect wrestling holds. Do not expect collar and elbow tie-ups and headlocks from bell to bell. This is going to be a fight in the main event of WrestleMania until one man can simply not stand on their feet any longer. Unfortunately, as much as I might be pulling for Matt Riddle, I just got a feeling Randy Orton is the favorite tonight. The dominance of the champion. The injury of Riddle. How this goes for Matt Riddle, I just don't know. 223 days since the last time Orton smelled defeat. Will tonight be the night that Riddle gets his payback, or is Randy Orton going to solidify his dominance once and for all over his former best friend? At least in Riddle's mind, Orton was his best friend. I don't know how true it was the other way around, but nonetheless, Orton dropping Riddle with a clothesline. And Riddle's ribs have got to be crying for mercy already in this matchup. And if they weren't already, they are right now. This fight on the outside of the ring is not going to get any prettier, ladies and gentlemen. We said this match would not be for the weak in heart, and we were not lying. No holds barred street fight here in the main event of WrestleMania. Riddle's got to fight. You see him avoiding the kick there. He has got to get back into this and not allow Randy Orton to push the pace, control the pace, fight his fight in no holds barred tonight as Riddle sends Orton gut first into the exposed announce table. Now Matt Riddle going underneath the ring. Riddle has got a steel chair, and Orton wants nothing to do with the steel as he sends Riddle into the ring. I'm sure Randy Orton would love to avoid any weapons that Riddle might have in mind for use tonight. I'm sure Orton believes with the injury of Riddle and his own cold-hearted dominance, he will not need any extracurricular activities to win the matchup tonight. Into the cover, off the power bomb, and you see Riddle, a very unenthusiastic kick out there. That's got to be due to those taped ribs, and then taking a power bomb from Orton. I don't know how much Riddle has in the tank tonight. He's obviously not 100%. Oh! That was a nice knee to Orton. Riddle's gonna have to dig down deep, test that intestinal fortitude to its fullest extent, but Randy Orton, look at that, immediately goes for the kill off the neck breaker. But Riddle now getting back into it. Riddle's gonna keep swinging until he's got nothing left. Wait a minute, Orton trying to steal the victory. He doesn't care how he wins, he just wants to defeat Riddle and end this thing once and for all. Orton just beating down on Matt Riddle right now. Now dropping the knee. Vintage Apex Predator. Going for it again, and he hits it again. Now Riddle trying to hop to his feet. Riddle trying to mount some offense here as he sends Randy Orton over the top rope. You see Riddle got to take his time. We still may be early into this main event matchup, but Orton's already put a lot of punishment on a non-100% Riddle. But Riddle's got to do just that. Throw every strike he's got. And possibly utilize the no-holds-barred stipulation here, but once again, Orton trying to avoid that. You hear Tampa Bay's request, but Orton sure has no interest in the wood of a table. Riddle, on the other hand, takes out the leg of Randy Orton. as this no-holds-barred fight continues at ringside. This goes without saying, but of course a reminder, no disqualifications, no countouts. This thing is only going to end via pinfall or submission. And remember how brutal their first encounter was back on August the 7th of last year. Extreme Rules. It was Falls Count Anywhere. They brawled all throughout the arena. And it did end inside of the squared circle after Orton used a sledgehammer to the gut, followed up with an RKO on that very hammer, and ended Matt Riddle's dreams of ever rekindling RK Bro. You see the story, Riddle again trying to mount some offense. Seems like every time Riddle tries, Orton's there to cut him off. Riddle's got to get going here. If Orton continues his pace, this is going to be a long night for Matt Riddle in the biggest match of his career. And there's again Orton countering out with a knee to the gut. And Riddle going after him with that knee again. Riddle's got to go with what works. It's risky business because it becomes repetitive, and Randy Orton may be able to smell the offensive Riddle, but at some point you just got to bank on yourself, and you just got to go with your gut instincts as Orton is down and out, and Riddle's going back underneath the apron, and business has picked up as he's got a table. But again, Orton wants no part of it. And oh no, not on the outside, DDT on the outside of the ring. Riddle wants the table, but Orton avoids it at all costs, and Riddle goes gut first into the side of the table. Randy Orton does not give a damn who you are, where you've been, what your relationship was or is with him. He cares about one thing, the WWE Championship, and he wants to retain it at all costs, especially on this stage of WrestleMania. And Riddle trying to use the barricade to his advantage these last few minutes as he takes down Orton again. Orton down, Matt Riddle. Now heading back underneath the ring. What does this man have in mind here? He's got the kendo stick out. Matt Riddle smells blood in the water. Goes for the kendo stick. He got one shot in, but again, Orton avoids it. Down goes Orton. And Riddle sends him into the barricade again. It's a good way to pop a shoulder out of its socket. And Riddle's not satisfied yet. He's going back underneath the ring. What does the original Bro got in mind? He's got a damn shovel! I don't know about this. Holy hell! He did it again! A third time! Riddle's a lunatic! You can't say that wasn't deserved! And now he's got the kendo stick. Riddle is beating the piss out of Randy Orton, at least trying to. And Orton wakes up from those shots somehow. And now already finds himself back on the offense. Riddle has come unglued here in Tampa Bay. He has been waiting for the violence, waiting for the suffering of Randy Orton for too damn long. It may have been May 23rd of last year when Riddle got put on the shelf. It may have been August the 7th, the last time these two men met from bell to bell. But this thing started last March when Matt Riddle got pinned and these two men lost the World Tag Team titles. Ever since then, Randy Orton was on a downward spiral in RK Bro, and it has all led to this moment here tonight at WrestleMania. And no matter how many signs of life Matt Riddle shows in this match, Randy Orton is clearly just operating on a higher level. Orton thrives in the moment. He has been to the main event of WrestleMania. He has been to this big stage. He has won championships on this stage before. And he wants to walk out with the same championship he walked in with tonight. The WWE Undisputed Championship of Monday Night Raw. And back to the outside there, and Riddle able to tackle him down. And again, this is where Riddle, who's caused carnage at ringside, he tore apart the announce table, steel chairs, kendo sticks, a damn shovel. And now speaking of the chair, Riddle's got it in hand, and he's bringing this fight inside the squared circle, sends Orton on the chase, and uses it on the head of the Apex Predator. Trying to cut the head off the snake. Matt Riddle. It was Extreme Rules last night between RVD and Karrion Kross. I think Riddle took some notes with that steel chair. watching his 420 brethren from the locker room, and now a running knee may have been the knockout blow. Riddle to win the WWE title. No, Orton gets the shoulder up. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an incredible weekend. I want to thank you again for tuning in to these live premieres. The replay of WrestleMania Saturday is available. WrestleMania Sunday will be available for replay moments after it goes off the air. But thank you for tuning in to what has been an incredible WrestleMania weekend, and you are in the midst of our main event on February 26, 2023, and Riddle has placed Randy Orton atop that table. Oh no. Here comes the bro, goes for the splash, but Orton avoided it. Orton better be counting his lucky stars. And look at this, the fight continues. Orton better be counting his lucky stars that he got off the table, and Riddle better be thanking the heavens that the table fell apart before he could go crashing ribcage through it. Because that might have spelled the end of the original Bros' hopes and dreams here at WrestleMania. Orton placed on the table. No, Riddle takes him down. Riddle is seeking something with that table. I don't know what, but he wants to put Randy Orton through it and call it a night here in Tampa Bay. Oh, and Orton avoids whatever Riddle had in mind. Oh, Orton, oh no, grabs a hold. Damn it, Riddle goes through the table. The ribs have got to be crying for mercy. Orton went for the RKO. Riddle avoids it. How the hell is he still living? No holds barred to its fullest extent as Riddle's on the top rope right now. Orton trying to head back in the ring. Riddle takes him out. A lot to call here in the last minute. Riddle gets sent through a table. Orton wanted RKO. Riddle is having none of it, and now Orton eats the steel once again. Months and months of pent-up anger and aggression, and Riddle is hell-bent on payback tonight at WrestleMania. He wants to take away everything that Randy Orton has worked for over the last year, tearing apart RK Bro, dominating Raw, winning the WWE Championship, and solidifying his legacy once and for all. And no matter how many signs of life Riddle shows, Orton is there to end his, at least signs of momentum. Wait a minute, Riddle trying to steal the win, to win the title. Oh, almost had it. 2.5 there. Orton able to get the shoulder up, but that was a close call. Almost had a new WWE champion here at WrestleMania. Orton's down. Riddle is heading back to the outskirts of the ring. He has already caused carnage. Riddle has introduced every weapon to this matchup, and Orton has just kind of had to play along with that. Orton is trying to fight his fight. Riddle wants to utilize no holds barred, but nonetheless, the fight continues at ringside, and Riddle avoids whatever Orton had in mind. Now Orton again with a counter. A bare knee to the rib cage, and Riddle eats the steel steps right to the already injured midsection. Riddle just swinging wildly, and Orton avoids it. And now Orton issues his own beatdown on his former tag team partner. Head first off the barricade he goes. Orton's unloading right now, and this is not good in that same suplex that he just put him through the table with a few minutes ago. And Orton is back in the driver's seat of this matchup. Riddle trying to get to his feet. I don't know what he's got in mind here. Oh no, grabs a hold of Orton, and Orton eats the apron, at least a little bit of offense from Riddle, and there's again, Orton moves out of the way, and Riddle's got no answer for the Apex Predator, who hits the Luthez and is beating the hell out of his old partner. Oh, and I believe Riddle's been busted open, ladies and gentlemen. If Orton didn't already smell blood in the water with the rib cage being taped up, imagine what he's gonna do with an open wound, as you see him trying to open it up even more there. This is not good for Riddle. Double targets on the body of the original Bro here. And Randy Orton's gonna look to slither like a snake, spread his venom, take out Riddle once and for all, and retain the WWE Championship. If Orton wins this match tonight, there is no going back for Riddle. Riddle's gonna have to live with the fact that Orton not only put the nail in the coffin of RK Bro, but ended Riddle's livelihood and his career as he knows it. But Riddle showing signs of life. Steel chair to Randy Orton. Riddle will not go down until you pull the plug out yourself. Matt Riddle wants this more than anything. He's been dreaming about this moment ever since Randy Orton RKO'd him in the parking garage in Austin, Texas on May 23rd, 2022. What started in Texas in that night bleeds into Tampa Bay, Florida, here at WrestleMania. Riddle wanted the kendo stick shot. Orton said otherwise. And Orton wants this back inside the ring. Riddle, however, awaiting Orton at ringside. A standoff between champion and challenger here at WrestleMania. Here comes the champ, and he eats the apron. Or excuse me, eats the announce table. Orton with another shot, another counter. Goes for the clothesline. Riddle, however, grabs a hold of the champion, and the champion again. How many elbows and how many shots to the ribs can a human body withstand? You see the blood flowing from the forehead of the #1 contender, the Royal Rumble match winner, who's got the announce table in his sights and just wants to take Orton, his rib cage out, just like Orton did to him on Monday Night Raw. If a man can't breathe, he can't fight. Riddle's already been struggling with that since Monday, and he wants Orton to feel the same pain. How many times is he gonna throw Orton into the announce table and now into the apron? Riddle is obviously worse for wear, but the damage is going to start to take a toll on the WWE Champion as well, who is looking to fight back. Riddle has thrown everything at Orton in this matchup. Kendo sticks, chairs, a damn shovel. He wanted the table, but Orton used that to his advantage. And this has just been a brawl all the way through. We told you this wasn't going to be a wrestling match, ladies and gentlemen. This was going to be a street fight till the bitter end. And Riddle looking to knock Randy Orton's lights out. Whatever Riddle's got in mind now. But Orton back up against the announce table. And Orton, you see him clutching the rib cage. And again! Oh, and Riddle, I think, was trying to place Orton on the announce table that time. And Orton was able to avoid it. And oh no. Suplex at ringside. Riddle's onslaught the last few moments comes to an end. Oh, man, it spoke too soon. Do not want to play the ground game with Riddle. An MMA background on the original Bro will pay him dividends in this matchup. No matter how hard it hurts, no matter how much he's got to fight, he will fight to the bitter end. Oh no. GTS. German suplex combination. Right at ringside as well. Just a little added damage on top of the move itself as Orton is running away from Riddle right now. He wants this back inside the ring. Oh, and a cheap shot. Riddle counters with one of his own. Here comes the original Bro. Orton whips him off. Riddle avoids it again. Orton goes for a shot. Misses wildly. Here comes Riddle. Senton. Bro time, we should say. Going for a dose. Bro time. Orton eats two to the rib cage. Now Riddle's going up. It could be. Look out for a floating Bro. Randy Orton's down and out. The champion's weary. Riddle's got his eyes locked and loaded. Here it goes. Bro Derek. He's gonna do it. Come on, Riddle. We have a new WWE Champion! WrestleMania moment certified! What a fight! What a main event! And all the months of agony have finally paid off! Matt Riddle tells Randy Orton face to face that Payback is a cold-hearted son of a bitch! We have a new champion at WrestleMania!
Here is your winner and the new WWE Champion, Riddle!
Through a broken, bitter rib cage,
to blood flowing from the forehead. Through everything Riddle had to withstand, not just tonight, but through this whole situation for the better part of the last year. It is all worth it. It all leads to this moment. He won the Royal Rumble, he secured his spot, and he finally gets what he wanted. Ultimate revenge. Payback served to Randy Orton on the grandest stage of them all. Matt Riddle is the new WWE Champion!